Imagine a policy so controversial it sends shockwaves through two of the world's largest economies, upending the lives of hundreds of thousands of skilled workers and threatening the very foundation of innovation in the United States. That's exactly what happened when former President Donald Trump proposed a staggering $100,000 fee for H-1B visas, a move that left India and the U.S. reeling. But here's where it gets controversial. While the policy was billed as a way to protect American jobs, it may end up doing more harm than good, not just for India, but for the U.S. itself. And this is the part most people miss. The ripple effects could reshape industries, economies, and even the American dream as we know it. The chaos began on a Friday when Trump's announcement blindsided the tech world. The cost of H-1B visas, permits for skilled foreign workers, was set to skyrocket by up to 50 times, reaching an eye-watering $100,000. The reaction was immediate and intense. Silicon Valley giants urged employees to avoid international travel. Workers abroad scrambled to return to the U.S., and immigration lawyers worked overtime to decipher the order. By Saturday, the White House attempted to clarify that the fee would only apply to new applicants and was a one-time charge. But the damage was done. The H-1B program, long criticized for undercutting American workers, but praised for attracting global talent, was thrust into uncertainty. For 3 decades, the H-1B visa has been a lifeline for both India and the U.S. For India, it became a symbol of aspiration. Small-town coders transformed into dollar-earning professionals. Families rose into the middle class, and entire industries, from airlines to real estate, thrived by catering to a new class of globe-trotting Indians. For the U.S., it meant an influx of talent that filled critical roles in labs, classrooms, hospitals, and startups. Today, Indian-origin leaders helm tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and IBM, while Indian doctors make up nearly 6% of the U.S. physician workforce. Here's the kicker. Indians dominate the H-1B program, accounting for over 70% of recipients in recent years. In tech, their presence is even more pronounced. A 2015 Freedom of Information Act request revealed that over 80% of computer jobs went to Indian nationals, a trend that hasn't shifted much since. The medical sector tells a similar story. In 2023, more than 8,200 H-1B visas were approved for general medicine and surgical hospitals. India is the largest source of international medical graduates in the U.S., making up about 22% of all foreign doctors. But Trump's $100,000 fee raises a critical question. Is it even workable? Experts say no. In 2023, the median salary for new H-1B employees was $94,000, compared to $129,000 for existing workers. Since the fee targets new hires, most wouldn't even earn enough to cover it. Gil Guerra, an immigration policy analyst at the Niskanen Center, warns that this could lead to medium and long-term labor shortages rather than immediate disruption. While India may feel the initial shock, the U.S. could face deeper consequences. Indian outsourcing giants like TCS and Infosys have already diversified by building local workforces and shifting operations offshore. The numbers tell the story. While Indians still account for 70% of H-1B recipients, only 3 of the top 10 H-1B employers had ties to India in 2023, down from 6 in 2016. Here's where it gets even more contentious. India's $283 billion IT sector, which relies heavily on the U.S. market for over half its revenue, is now at a crossroads. NASSCOM, the IT industry body, warns that the fee hike could disrupt business continuity for onshore projects. Clients may push for repricing or delay projects, while companies could shift work offshore, reduce onshore roles, and become more selective in sponsorship decisions. Aditya Narayan Mishra of CIEL HR predicts that U.S. clients will bear the brunt of increased visa costs, leading to greater reliance on remote contracting and gig workers. The broader impact on the U.S. could be severe. Hospitals could face doctor shortages, universities might struggle to attract STEM students. And startups without the resources of tech giants like Google or Amazon could be hit hardest. David Beer of the Cato Institute warns that the policy could deal a devastating blow to U.S. innovation and competitiveness. The fallout extends to education too. Indian students, who make up 1 in 4 international students in the U.S., are reeling. Sudhanshu Kaushik of the North American Association of Indian Students calls the timing a direct attack, as many have already paid fees ranging from $50,000 to $100,000. He predicts a drop in U.S. university enrollments next year as students opt for countries where they can build permanent lives. As the dust settles, the H-1B shakeup looks less like a tax on foreign workers and more like a stress test for the U.S. economy. H-1B visa holders and their families contribute roughly $86 billion annually to the U.S. economy, including billions in taxes. How companies respond will determine whether the U.S. remains a global leader in innovation or loses ground to more welcoming economies. Now here's the question for you. Is Trump's H-1B policy a necessary correction to protect American jobs, or a short-sighted move that undermines U.S. competitiveness? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. This is one debate where every perspective matters.